What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Diesel Creek. My name's Matt. Behind me, got my dirty hoe loaded up on the trailer here, and once again we find ourselves at the Knights of Columbus job I've been working on for phase 3, which should be the final phase of the work I've been doing for these guys. So what we've got going here today is we're going to unload this thing and take out a whole row of pine trees, remove a footbridge and a couple little scrub trees over here. And I'm not sure yet if we're going to burn them or haul them off, but we're going to get them out of here one way or another. Let's get to it. Alright, so what you guys can't see here, I'm being super delicate because all these vines and stuff that I'm pulling on are tangled up in an extremely dead elm tree. It's pretty tall and every branch is super dead, super brittle. So if I pull too hard or it pulls on the wrong thing, I could bring down a significant chunk of tree right on the cab. So trying to avoid that, I already had my share of broken windshields this summer with a cat hoe I rented for a big job that I couldn't record, unfortunately. But yeah, just try to be careful. Nobody wants that headache, literally. Alright, we are down here for day 2 of this project now. Got a late start yesterday, but I think we made some pretty good progress with the last remaining hours of daylight. Got the dirty hoe warming up right now. It is a brisk 39 degrees this morning. I got a few more trees down around that light pole I want to yank out, and then we'll take that whole wad of brush and carry it back behind me. I cleared out all along this power line. You can see the wire again, and of course it's hanging way too low. I think some trees have fallen on it in the past, so they have somebody's supposed to come, I think, and lift that wire back up and get the lights working again. Over here behind the dumpsters, there's another pole with a light on it, and you couldn't even see the pole, let alone the light. There was trees growing all around that, so I removed those. You can actually see the pole again. It's really no easy way for me to remove the overhanging stuff, and I don't think the base of the trees is on their property, so I have to leave those, unfortunately. I just have no easy way to get them down without taking down the wires. And there was a couple little teeny trees over there that were also up into the wire. I yanked those out. So today's project is going to be all these pine trees all the way down to the road there. There's 12 of them. Those all got to come out, and I believe we're going to try to burn them right over there. There's an old concrete bridge there that connects these 2 parking lots, and they don't use it anymore, so it's a good place. I think we can burn those trees up and get rid of those. We do have to pay attention. There's some power lines right on the back side of this row. Only the first couple really have any risk of touching them. And then down there we have some power and communication lines running between those trees, so we have to really be careful down there. Those ones are going to be a bit more challenging. After the trees are dealt with, the last thing we have to do is, remember this footbridge over here that we showed in the brush hogging video? We got this old footbridge here made out of phone poles and God knows what else, but it's no longer something that they need to have here. It's more of a liability for them, so we're going to remove that and get it out of here. Also, this Japanese knotweed, yeah, I didn't even know what that was until the brush hogging video when you guys were all freaking out because I was cutting it. And yeah, it's everywhere around here. It's not really an uncommon thing. I didn't know what it was called, but nobody cares. I understand it's a big deal where you live. That's cool. I'm not a fan of it. I wish it wasn't here, but you know, you can't be the only one trying to stop the spread of something, so it is what it is. People were concerned that I would take it to the farm. The farm already has it. All the property around the farm has it. This creek feeds into a bigger creek out there, and all the creeks are lined with Japanese knotweed. And that creek out there that it feeds into is the same creek that runs past the farm. So we've got the knotweed. we got the fire burning very nice right now. Got everything loaded on there, and it all seems to have taken off pretty well. If you get any fire hot enough and then just start loading it, it'll burn green wood. It does smoke a little, as you can see, but it's burning it, and that should burn down pretty nicely. The trick is too, you got a machine to just keep packing it down and tightening it up. The tighter that fire is, the hotter it'll burn. All right, so while that pile's cooking down, we can focus on these next group of trees. These are the ones we really got to watch here. I got two big communication lines running through this one here. And then on this one here, we have 2 poles. I guess only one pole is a full pole. But they have this power board connected to them here. Heck, and that pole looks like it's ready to fall over. I don't know. I'm no electrician. I don't mess with the electrical stuff. So yeah, I think the plan of attack here is going to be snap off the top of this one, kind of pulling it out towards the parking lot, get it out of the way, make some room, and shove that second one that's in the wires over this way, and then pull it out from underneath the wires. And I got to be really careful because my machine is about the same height as those wires are, so I definitely can't hit those. And these little ones down here should be no trick at all. Nice and easy, just the way I like it. Well, with that first tree removed, I can see the situation is even tougher than I thought. There's a cable going from that pole there down and across. I was gonna originally shove this tree that direction. Now that cable is telling me I cannot do that. I think if I kind of sit right back in there behind the tree, I'll have to make myself a little bench. You know, these things luckily aren't rooted in too well. I can probably just shove on it and take it straight towards the camera here. Lay it right down here, and that'll keep it out of all the wires. That's about the only shot I got at it right now. Let's try. That made for a few tense moments there, but the tree is down and the telephone wires are still up. I'm gonna buck the stump off because it's full of dirt, throw the tree in the fire, shake the stump, throw it in the fire, knock out the rest of these 3 easy trees, and we'll be just about done with the trees. Well, of course it had to be right here at the end. Second to last tree I took out there. When the root ball pulled up, it pulled up this conduit with it. Where's the rest of it at? There it is. It's broken and crappy. It doesn't look like the wire got broke though. It's actually in a metal pipe for a conduit. I don't think EMT's rated for underground, huh? Well, yeah. Looks like they're probably gonna need to fix that. What a mess to clean up. I still got a little stump there to pull, and a pine tree stump down here to pull. Then we'll blade all this off best we can, sparing the conduit. Same thing down here and on the other side of the fire pile. The fire's going good. Basically all I gotta do is tend to it now. Keep packing it in and loading it up better. All right, it's just after lunch now, and with the pine trees removed, we can get a better look at this bridge we're removing here. It's a better look for myself included, because I couldn't see it either. So I'm hoping what I can do here is try to pick this thing up in, you know, a couple big pieces. I'm hoping I can get the whole deck at once, basically. I don't know how well these ones are anchored into the creek bottom. I can't imagine it's super well, but we'll see. But anyways, I want to just pick up the deck, and if the poles underneath of it are any good, I'm going to try to save those for fence posts at the farm. The decking's all going to go straight onto the fire there though, and we'll cook that down. I'm sure you guys can tell these posts are not exactly the best, so we just let them go right onto the burn pile, and I'm not going to haul those things home. They'll be completely rotten by the time I go to use them if I haul them home. All right, it's the next morning, and that is all that's left of our burn pile. I'm gonna fluff it up real quick here with the hoe, and I bet it takes back off and burn down a little bit more while I'm finishing up here. Really, all I have left to do is finish back dragging some of the edges here, and we'll try to smooth this out a little bit better. And that's gonna be about the best we can do for it, and we'll stick the concrete curbs back in on a nice straight line. we got all of our curbs set back in here. Looking good. This row's nice and straight. This one here has to have a curve to it, so because that pole in the middle, but I think it looks good. Old Dodge is squatting, eh? Anyway, the fire is almost out. We are almost out of here. I just brought the spike drag and the smooth bucket for the skid steer, and I'm gonna come back with the quad and pull the spike drag around and just kind of make the lot look nicer, I think. Well, it is one crappy, rainy, overcast next day later, and I just noticed there's a big scratch in the center of the lens. So, sorry, there's going to be a blurry spot for the rest of this video. Hopefully I can get a new lens on this thing by the next video. Anyway, our fire burnt down to a nice little charred mess here. Still smoldering a bit, but I think it's done doing all it's going to do. I'm going to just go ahead and shove this over the edge there, and the Japanese knotweed will overtake it and you won't even be able to see it within a week. So I got to clean this little pile of stuff up yet. I got to fix these two pieces of curb, and I'm thinking about angling this piece of curb up towards the bridge abutment there. But other than that, clean that area up, and then that's about it. I am going to come back with the quad, and I have a spike drag over there, and we're going to spike drag the whole parking lot real good, and that should freshen up the gravel real quickly one more time. Level everything out, and I think it'll gather up little bits of sticks like this. We'll see. This little pile here, since it's already neat, I can just pick that up by hand, but there's little teeny twigs spread out across the whole lot, and I think the spike drag will probably gather all that up pretty well for us. Somebody gave me this spike drag on a job a while back. I think it might do a better job than the $3,000 Harley rake. right, we are officially done, finally. And I'm very happy with how it turned out. That spike drag did an excellent job. It definitely worked better on the edges where I ran the power rake previously. It really fluffed up the gravel really nice there. Whereas in the center where it was still really packed and hard, it took tons and tons of going over it to break it up and make it look blended in with the outside edges. But that is one heck of a transformation, guys. And again, sorry for the smudge on the screen. I know it's actually a scratch in the lens, but I am very happy with how it turned out. The people I'm doing this for were tickled to death with it. They were super happy. And yeah, I guess that's another job in the books. I tried to get the drone up for you guys to show a little transformation deal with the drone, but I'm having trouble with that drone. It has compass problems. I have the DJI Mavic Air, and I guess that's a common problem with those units. If you guys got any recommendations for a new drone, I've had that one for, I think, going on 3 years now, so I got my money's worth out of it. I think I'm ready to upgrade. If you guys know of a good drone that's out now, go ahead and drop it down in the comments, and maybe I'm going to look into a new one here before long. Anyways, I know you probably can't tell on camera, but it's actually misting, sprinkling crappy rain out here, so I'm going to go ahead and load up the Bobcat and get out of the weather. As always, guys, if you like the video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. It really helps the channel out. Doesn't cost you guys a dime. If you're looking for any Diesel Creek merch, you can find that over at the store at dieselcreek.com. And make sure you're subscribed so I can see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Later.